part 2 of the Stuff and Things Q&A special, sponsored by BB Makes. BB Makes, making personalised gifts for anyone and everyone.
Oh gosh, I just have no idea what to buy my partner. It's a big birthday / Christmas / big occasion coming up, and I don't know what to do.
My friend, I can help. Nothing says I love you and or I quite like you and or I maybe like you and or hey, I don't mind your face and we work together quite like a personalised gift. You can get any personalised gift you want from BB Makes. That's right, search them on Etsy, all social media. BEBEMAKES, BB Makes. Look them up today and solve all your gift-giving problems.
Gee whizzard, Sam. Thanks. Welcome to part 2 of our question and answer show. We hope you enjoy it.
So Melissa from Madrid in Spain asks, what is your perfect date? And Sam, if I had to say me too to whatever you say, will you go out with me?
Thank you. It's very kind. I know people like to send these things in just to put me on the spot. And you're all very mean for doing it. Perfect date for me would be something relaxed. I like the cinema, but I don't think dates at the cinema is good because you don't talk. So, like a pub food, you can sit, talk, get to know each other. There you go. Was that just to me or was that for everyone?
I think it was just for you.
All right, okay. Steph, you're up.
That's good, because all the questions are just for you. Jenny from Cardiff, UK asks, would any of you enjoy doing a meet and greet with the fans of the podcast? And if yes, Sam, how about a drink afterwards?
Fuck's sake. Again, thank you very much. No, I can't think of a worse kind of hell. I've got a face for radio. And no, I don't even like our Discord. I say that people are very nice, but
sometimes.
No. Steph and Kaylee would though. They'll come, they'll hug you, they'll sign autographs, they'll spend hours going through everything with you. You talk to them, definitely.
Kaylee, would you do a meet and greet then?
I absolutely would. I love people.
See, I have a dream. You see, I have a dream that one day...
I have a dream!
Stuff and Things podcast will one day hire out a screen at a cinema in, like, London or something, and we will do, like, a live viewing of a new Marvel film or something with our fans, and then straight afterwards, be at the front where the screen is, set up a studio recording stuff, and do, like, a live podcast with the fans that have just watched the film with us.
It's a noble dream. I think it sounds wonderful.
One day. One day.
Yeah, maybe. Whose question? It's me again.
Yeah.
Tom from Macclesfield says, oh, fuck. This is one I thought I deleted. Shall I skip it? Oh, no, screw it. I'm reading it now. Tom from Macclesfield says, being called or calling your sexual partner daddy, okay or not okay? Steph, I'll start with you.
Sorry, say that again.
Oh, do I have to? Being called or calling your sexual partner daddy, is that okay or not okay?
No, I'm good without that. I'm good without.
Kaylee?
I don't think she'd like it if I called her daddy.
Not in the, like I do it as a piss take sometimes, but not actually in the moment.
Sorry. I'm just going to clip that first bit.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's a no for me. I can't think of anything that put me off more. Well, I probably could, but yeah, that'd be very off-putting. Kaylee, you're up.
Dear Francesca from Turin, Italy asks, name one thing that makes you nervous but shouldn't, and one thing that you're calm about when others are nervous.
Okay, I can do that. Spiders make me nervous, and they really shouldn't. They're like tiny compared to me, but yeah, I see a spider, I'm terrified. Something that doesn't make me nervous but probably should is abseiling. I can abseil off any height, any bridge, anything, and it doesn't faze me at all, and it really should.
Nutter.
But it doesn't. So,
There you go. I'm very weird.
Things that make
Steph?
me nervous that shouldn't. A message on my phone pinging up from Sam saying we've had an email from a fan. That always makes me nervous before I've even opened it.
Yep.
Things that I should panic about but don't. We are moving in like 2 weeks' time. Nothing is packed up yet at all. My wife is like the most stressed person you've ever met, and I'm sat here on a Monday afternoon recording a podcast, looking at the house, going, "Yeah, I'll get it packed in time. Yeah, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
No stress."
Yeah, she may actually kill you.
Yeah.
Kaylee, you up?
So something that makes me nervous that shouldn't. I've got a really irrational fear of being late.
Yeah.
Like if I'm not 10 minutes early for something, I'm late and I hate it.
Yeah.
I'm really, I don't sleep if I know I've got to get up early.
Yeah.
Just I'm that person. And then what am I calm about that makes others nervous? I'm in sales, so I do a lot of like presentations and stuff, and I can stand up and talk nonsense to anyone or any size crowd of people for any ordinary length of time, which I know some people really hate, but I'm fine with it.
Yeah, no, that's all true. Yep. Okay. I think this is back to me then.
No, it's Steph.
No,
Steph.
it's
Okay.
me.
Sorry. Apologies.
Stephanie from Somerset. Sam, when you are so good at accents, why do you talk the way you do? Love you, really.
Thanks.
As I
What's the
said,
name of that
Somerset,
person?
great place to visit.
Steph, is that you?
No,
Steph
Stephanie
from
from Somerset.
Somerset. Stephanie from Somerset. Well, thank you very much, Stephanie. I choose to talk like me because it's easier than putting on an accent all the time. But if you prefer to pick a different accent for me, then I'll do a podcast like that for you. Just email in. Send it to feedback@gofuckyourself.com. Okay, so this is me. It's Tom from Leeds says, what is the best TV show you've ever watched and could watch it again and again and again and again and again? I don't know if I class it as the best TV show I've ever watched, but something that I could just put on and in the background all the time. There's two shows, Friends or The Big Bang Theory. How I Met Your Mother is another one. There's shows that if I'm just doing something and I want company, in inverted commas, I put it on, and or if there's an episode on, I can just dip into it and dip out of it again, and I can recite Friends pretty much, which is worrying.
Nice.
Kaylee?
Same too, but I'll add a third, and that is Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah, nice.
Nice.
And Steph?
I have two different answers for this.
Okay.
I have How I Met Your Mother,
Yep.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Big Bang Theory. Those three are amazing shows. And again, doesn't matter if you're just dipping into an episode in the middle of nowhere. You could just watch it and laugh. The other is Bluey.
Fuck's sake.
That is a children's show that was made with the adults in mind, and it is fucking brilliant, and I will die on that hill.
You will. And if you keep trying to make me watch it, you may well die on that hill.
It is incredible.
Kaylee, I think it's your question.
It is. Sam from Hawaii asks,
Aloha.
Aloha.
It's okay.
Amazing.
That says hello and goodbye.
Yeah. Love your show. My question is, Sam was unwell but never really revealed what was wrong. Are you okay now?
Yes.
Lovely.
Thank you.
He stubbed a toe.
Yeah, no, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm doing much better. Thank you. Very kind. Okay, who's next? Steph, your
Me.
question.
Kimberly from Newquay in Cornwall. Listen to your show for Walking Dead content, but despite the podcast being The Walking Dead show to start, you guys seem to actually not like it anymore. Why? I can answer this one, Sam, very quickly. If you have watched any of the new Daryl Dixon show, you will realise just how little creative ability these people have left. They have just copied another show completely, and that was my biggest issue with The Walking Dead, is that creatively, they have not hit the peaks that they hit in the first 4 to 5 seasons of incredible TV, and it has gone downhill, and that is why I'm not as big a fan as I was in the beginning. Sam?
I don't really have a lot to add to it. I wouldn't say I dislike the show. There's still character moments and stuff in it, and you'll hear when we talk about it that there are certain aspects of it. Do I enjoy it as much as I once did? No. I think a lot can be said for any show that runs that long, that it can go that way. The Daryl Dixon thing that Stefan just alluded to is weird. The show The Last of Us exists. The computer game has existed for even longer. And to basically just take that storyline and mirror it in the Walking Dead universe, it's not lazy. I mean, it's almost actionable. I'm amazed
They got away with
lawyers
it.
aren't involved. And maybe that still will happen when the strikes are done, because it's after 2 episodes, it's the same story, and it's worrying, and wonder, you're just serving that up to your fans, basically saying, here, look at this, here's the story, and it's identical to a show that's already existed. So yeah, hopefully that answers that. Who's next? Me?
You.
Okay. Tina from Leicestershire says, which is the least favourite show you talk about and why? Kaylee, of all the shows you've talked about on this podcast, which has been your least favourite and why?
Oh, that's really hard because actually it's all Marvel.
Yeah, and The Last of Us. We made you watch that.
You did. My least favourite. I don't really have a least favourite. I like them all.
Oh, that's fair. That can be
I
your
don't really
answer.
think I could. Yeah, I don't think I could. If I don't like something, I'm not going to watch it.
No,
So
that is your answer. Steph?
The Walking Dead World Beyond.
Walking Dead World Beyond is my answer
Didn't
as well.
even need to think.
Kaylee, your question.
So just this question just simply says, cats or dogs?
Cats for me.
Oh. Yeah, okay, cats.
Okay. Kaylee?
Well, dogs, just because I've just got my penny poppers and I don't have a cat. I had a cat when I was a kid, and when it died, I was devastated.
So stupid cats.
Cats can go away.
Yeah, Steph, your question.
Randall from Zimbabwe. Again, I won't do an accent. If you were in charge of the MCU, would you end it or let it run forever? What would you do?
Ooh. Okay, I actually have an answer for this, so if you want me to go first, I will.
Go on then.
If it was me, I would end the MCU in terms of every film linked together, everything like they've done so far. I would end that at a phase and let everybody know that this is it ending. However, Marvel Studios, for me, would then tell stories within the multiverse, and that allows you to tell a brand new Hulk story, a brand new Captain America story, without ever breaking what you've already done, just basically dotting around. So similar to what the comics do. The comics, you can read like the zombie comics and stuff. They're all still canon, but they're just canon on Earth 1, or Earth 2, Earth 3.
Yeah.
I think by ending the MCU in terms of everything being linked and letting everybody know that, you then free yourself up to just tell individual stories, and that almost free you up creatively. You could bring people back to do a one-off story because it's set somewhere else, cameos. You could do loads of different things, and it would enable you to keep creating content without the gun to head. How does it tie into this?
Nice.
So that would be what I would do.
Kaylee?
So I would. No, I don't think I would. I probably would have maybe ring fenced it slightly and kept the circle a bit smaller. With the kind of, the core group of Avengers as they were almost.
Yeah.
With, maybe adding a little bit of stuff here and there to keep it fresh. This scale is too much for some people, but for me, I have invested far too much time and energy for them to just can it now. I would riot.
Yeah.
She would. I believe that. Steph?
I'm probably on board with Sam's theory. I like to think that at some point something is going to happen. Galactus, maybe someone else is going to come in and he's going to wipe out everything.
Yeah.
He is going to literally, he will single-handedly kill the MCU. He will be the reason for its demise, etc., and he will end it. But from there, you then go on to like the Disney Plus series,
Yeah.
and you tell stories of the Marvel stories of the multiverse, and you just carry on with that.
Yeah. I mean, that's basically what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think we answered that one. Okay. I think it's me. Emma from Ipswich, UK says, "Do you have or have you ever had a nickname? If so, what was it and why?"
Yeah, I used to.
Kaylee.
Oh, okay, Kaylee got. Oh, Kaylee. Okay, that was pointed.
No, not at all. Just.
Oh, I get called all sorts.
Uh-huh.
I really do. Like my maiden name was quite unfortunate, so there was quite a few. Even teachers at school would take the
Snigger.
mickey out of my surname. Yeah. Mr. Whitchell, who was my most favourite teacher ever, used to call me Kaylee Rideout the Door because my surname was Rideout.
Yep.
So, but then on the other hand, my husband calls me Shag. So, you know.
Wow. Is that what you saved in your phone as? Like from the first date or something?
Probably.
Anyway, that's for killing me twice.
I used to have the nickname Cuddles. Cuddles.
Okay,
Because
I don't know where to go with that.
I wasn't fat. I was just cuddly.
Oh, that's nice.
I used to work in an office with a load of people, and someone turned around and goes, "Yeah, well, we can't all be fat like him." And this lovely girl, to be fair to her, she was really trying to defend me. But he's not fat; he's just cuddly, and it stuck. And from that day on, it's been Cuddles with that group of people. And with my cricket team, my nickname was Step. Because someone shouted on the pitch, "You got kids, ain't you, Steph?" And I went, "Yeah, Step." And all he heard was me say Step. And he went, "Oh, sorry, you've got children, ain't you, Step?" Just taking the piss, and it stuck. So I got known as Big Step from then on.
Well, I grew up in Bristol, and basically if your surname's Jones, which mine is, it just Jonesy, Joner, and then every friggin' connotation that goes with that. So if I was stood on my own, it was Loner, Joner. If they wanted to embarrass me in front of girls, they'd say Boner, Joner. It just, that was it.
Fair play.
That was the nickname. Okay, I think Kaylee, your question.
Yeah, I love this question.
Okay.
Fiona from Alberta in Canada asks, "Do you believe in UFOs or aliens?"
Yes,
The
definitely.
truth is out there.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think that's two questions. Do I believe in aliens? Absolutely. I think it's arrogant to think there's not life in the universe other than ours. Do I think UFOs are real and they're aliens? No. I don't. My main reason for that, okay, and I will explain this before you both tell me I'm wrong. In the early 1980s, there was an area of England which was the hotbed of UFO sightings. The reason why these people were convinced they were aliens is because the aircraft that they saw at night, and only at night, would land and take off vertically, and there was no aircraft that existed that could do that. 2 years later, the RAF revealed the Harrier jump jet, which they'd been testing in that area at night so no one could see it,
Amazing.
which was an aircraft that takes off and lands vertically. So ever since I learned that, I've always thought to myself, whenever there's a sighting of something and, oh look, that's right near an airfield, it just kind of sticks in my mind that, it probably does seem strange today, but maybe in a couple of years' time, we'll think, oh, remember when everyone was looking at these air things in the sky that looked a weird shape?
Turns out they're
So,
drones. Yeah.
Yeah, it turns out they're drones, exactly. So that's just my humble opinion, of course.
Fair play.
Okay, Steph, your question.
Lucy from Swindon. Have any of you ever disagreed with a co-host's opinion, but to keep the peace, just bitten your tongue?
I'm gonna say
No, because I like to argue.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think no, because I'm a smart ass and I wouldn't be able to bite my tongue.
My answer is yes. If you've ever had a debate with Sam, you'll realise that if he thinks he's right, you're never going to beat him on it. So you just go with it. And it makes a lot easier podcast.
Yeah, I mean, in other words, Sam's always right, is what he just said.
See, there you go. Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Yeah. Sam, your question.
Okay, this is from Tabitha in Trinidad.
Nice.
Tabitha says, do any of you like to read? If so, who are your favourite authors? And do you prefer fiction or non-fiction? Kaylee, I'll start with you.
Oh, yeah, I love to read. I read probably a book a week.
Wow.
Yeah, I read quite a lot. I don't really have like a classic favourite, but I like anything based around sort of FBI type books, like thrillers, things like that. I don't like lovey-dovey, mushy chick lit crap.
Yeah.
If you do, that's fine, And I actually just read a wonderful book. It's not wonderful, a really good book,
Okay.
called The Governor, by somebody called Vanessa Frake, and she was the governor at HMP Belmarsh.
Yeah.
And it's brilliant. Really, really interesting book.
Okay. Steph, what about you?
I do. I'm just looking up. Mine is Jeffrey Deaver.
Yeah.
The Lincoln Rhymes stories. I think they
Okay.
are fantastic.
I like fiction and non-fiction. I read quite a lot. I like to write as well, so I like to read quite a lot to try and educate me on how to be a better writer. Currently, I've read a book by Dan Brown,
Nice.
which was quite good. Can't remember the title for the life of me as I'm saying it. I like Neil Gaiman because I can never predict where he's going ever, and I kind of like that. But yeah, I don't really think I have a favourite author. And like I said, fiction, non-fiction. I spend a lot of time researching stuff, which means I hit books. So yeah, no, I do read quite a lot. Kaylee, your question.
Mickey from Louisiana asks, what is the first TV show you remember loving as a kid?
Oh, that's a good question. Count Duckula.
Oh my god, yes.
Ducky Boo!
Count Duckula.
Everything was take it or leave it until Count Duckula. I freaking love that show.
Nice. Mine was
Steph.
Dinosaurs. Not the mama.
Yeah,
Not the mama.
nice.
Yeah,
So I was only talking about that the other day with somebody.
fucking love that show. I've tried getting the kids now to watch it, and I got about halfway through an episode. Nope.
Do you remember the last episode though? See, I was chatting to someone about this the other day. The last episode, they all die. The last episode is the dinosaurs being wiped out. I don't remember that, but
I believe it's now on Disney Plus. I will be back
yeah,
momentarily.
I know. Kaylee, for you.
See, I can't remember back when I was really small, but I was a real Nickelodeon kid, like Doug.
Okay.
Did they
Hey,
have Nickelodeon in
Arnold.
black and white?
Oh, I'm not that much older than you. Bog off! It's 2 years.
Oh,
I was meant to say it
Anyway.
as Sam and I forgot, so I just changed the target. Sorry.
I felt that.
And I, do you know what I found the other day on Paramount Plus, which I used to drive my mum bonkers watching, was Sabrina the Teenage Witch with
Yeah.
Melissa Joan
I
Hart
remember that.
Yeah.
I love that show.
and Clarissa explains it all. Loved
yeah.
it.
Yeah, they were great. They were fun. I remember them. Okay. Whose question is it now? I've completely lost track.
There.
Steph, you're
Is
up.
it me again? Okay. Kelly from Blackpool. Comedy clubs and bars are now. Oh, comedy clubs and bars here now get podcasters in to record live shows with their audience. Would you
Yeah, they
ever
do, yeah.
consider doing that? And could I get you to come to Blackpool? Also, Sam, can you say hello, Kelly, in your sexy voice, please?
I don't have a sexy voice. What does it say?
You just got to say hello, Kelly, but in your sexy voice.
Hello, Kelly. There you go. That was my sexy voice.
And comedy clubs and
So-
bars get podcasters in to record their shows with an audience. Would we ever consider doing it?
Yeah. Do you know, we've actually been approached by a few people now to do that.
Seriously?
There's a few bar owners and stuff with national chains. They're getting more and more podcasters and stuff to come in.
Oh my god, we're doing a podcast. Yep.
like with live music, basically.
Yeah.
So their idea is obviously we'd bring the audience, and therefore their bar take could go up.
Well, Kaylee and
But
me
yeah.
are well on board for that.
Yeah,
Absolutely, especially if it's in Blackpool. Blackpool is a banging night out. Just saying.
And it means, Sam,
the
you
i-
could still run the audio from Bristol if you wanted to.
yeah. Okay, good.
And
Yeah,
plug it in.
I'm down with that. Yeah, honestly, it's one of those things. It's like it's on the list, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I got a list of stuff for the future, and right now, other things in life are taking precedent.
Yeah.
But as and when, yeah, that is something we have the opportunity to do, and yes, we will explore it if people are interested, which they might not be. A question from me, and this is one again which I nearly took out, but the fact that they aimed it at Steph made me keep it in.
Brilliant.
Anna from Odense, if I'm saying that right, in Denmark,
Hi, Anna.
asks, what is your favourite category of pornography? And Stefan, do not lie, we all know it's going to be something niche. And then she wrote, lol. LOL.
Wow.
LOL, smiley face. Now, if you need time to narrow it down to just your favourite out of all you're ready, I'll go to Kaylee first if you want.
Yeah,
'cause
if
I
you
can
go to
tell she's
Kaylee, I'm
really
just going to
keen.
go through the search history and see what I've searched most of.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Kaylee, if you have one, because I will give you a get out here, what is your favourite category of pornography?
Probably the shoe collection on Harrods website. That is my shoe porn.
That's the best answer. And also,
I love that.
I think that answer you've just said is going to please a lot of our fans who have messaged in about your feet. Yeah, I can actually see a question on my sheet, which that person, Tim from Cirencester, is very happy right now. For me, I don't know. I like this. Yeah, I have no idea. I've never.
No.
really thought
You went
about
to
this.
start. You started that.
No, because what I was about to say.
Stopped.
No, because what I was about to say was I like the stuff that's funny, like the fact that they try and act, and it's like oh no, the plumber's gonna have to come and fix my sink, and I don't really do it for me, but it makes me laugh. So I was just about to say that, but then that's not really answering the question. Yeah, I don't know. It's certainly not the shoe section at Harrods. I know that. That doesn't do it for me.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. Steph, what's yours?
Honestly, I have no idea. Honestly, I wouldn't even know where to start.
All right. So
if I
Steph's
go
is
down Kaylee's route, I could definitely say the Levi jeans. They are my go-to.
yes.
I know Stefan's. It's got to be the dinosaur porn, surely.
Well, that exists. That's worrying.
Somewhere.
I mean,
Someone
there's
somewhere will
got
have
to
a-
be a section in there of like MCU cosplay something somewhere, surely.
Yeah. No, I know. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go nerd cosplay stuff.
Yeah,
There you go.
That'll work.
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Okay, Kaylee, and we need to pick up the pace because we're running out of time.
Jasmine from Barcelona in Spain asks if you could watch any show again, but for the first time, like being memory wiped,
Yeah,
which show would it be and why?
that's a good question.
So I know mine instantly,
Go on.
and it's an oldie but a goodie,
Yeah.
and it would be Fringe. If you've ever watched a show called Fringe,
I haven't, but I have heard of it.
it's got Anna Torv in it and Joshua Jackson, and it's brilliant. And I was obsessed with it, and I bought the box set and tried to watch it again, but couldn't because I'd spoiled it because I'd already seen it.
Okay. For me, one or two shows that I would love to watch again for the first time would be The West Wing or Game of Thrones. Stuff.
Do you know what? I'd say Game of Thrones, but only if someone told me it ends at the end of season 7.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. Oh, my question
okay.
then.
Yeah.
Mike from Carlsbad, New Mexico.
Okay.
Kaylee, this is for you.
Excellent.
Kaylee, if you were to set up, she's already got one, mate, but if you were to set up an OnlyFans for superhero cosplay, How much would you
Bastard, I
charge?
just took a sip of my drink.
No. How much would you charge, and where and when can I subscribe? You're so beautiful. Now I can answer this for you. Mate. She actually has got one, but she's got a bit of a weird username, so you've got to really search for it.
I think we just found your favourite category of porn. Oh, that's really weird because we just said cosplay.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh, that didn't work. That didn't work out well.
Katie has 2 subscribers, and no.
I think that was actually quite nice compared to some. That was actually kind of quite. You're really beautiful. That's the takeaway I take from that.
That's what I'm taking from that.
We'd like to know how much you would charge for a hero cosplay, though.
Seriously, man, you should see her dressed as Scarlet Witch. Wow. Oof. Okay. So it's me. Sue from Colchester says, "How tall are you all?" I think combined about 11 foot. I don't know. Well, I'm 5'10". Kaylee?
Well, I tell people I'm 5'4", but it's more like 5'3 3/4.
Oh, bless ya. I am literally like a gnat's hair away from being 6 foot.
Yeah.
But I am literally like that half a millimetre underneath it, and the wife does not let me forget.
Oh, don't worry about it, mate. Just wear big shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's never bothered me. Yeah, it's not something that's ever.
It never bothered me
life,
until someone said, "How tall are you?" I went 6 foot. She went, "Almost."
Wow.
It never bothered me until that moment, and now it really bothers me.
Yeah, no, it's not something that's ever fazed me at all. Okay, that was my question. So, Kaylee, it's you.
Easy one.
Yep.
Sam. This is from Deb in Birmingham, Alabama. She says, "Sam, can you say hello, sweetheart?" Say it.
Hello, sweetheart.
Stefan, can you say, "Hey, good looking"?
Hey, good looking.
Thank you.
Oh,
Next question.
you sounded better than me. Damn it. I'm very competitive. Steph, you're up.
Okay, Chuck from Greensboro, North Carolina, asks, "You have an American voice for your intro and outro, but not one on the show. Yo, what gives?"
I can answer this, and I'll do it quickly because we're trying to pick up the pace. The voiceover for the intro and outro is a very good friend of mine who's on the radio and various broadcasts in Buffalo, New York. He very kindly did this for me and various other things. He's not on the podcast because he's got his own thing. And if you want more information on him because you love his voice, drop me a message and I'll let you know. Okay, my question is from Danielle from Bournemouth. She asks, if you could time travel, would you go to the past or the future, and why?
Really, really
Good.
boring answer to this. I would go forward to the future, the winning Euro Millions numbers, come back, win the Euros, and then start life happily at that.
It doesn't say you can come back. It says if you could time travel, would you go to the past or the future?
Oh wait, I might not be able to come back. Okay, in that case,
Yeah.
if I can't come back, then it would be like the 1920s.
That does seem like to be a fun time to be around. Maybe. Not for everyone. Okay, Kaylee?
I would go back, not to any specific time period, just
spin
back.
a wheel and see what happens.
Provided I could go with the knowledge that I have now, because I've used that knowledge
to build your fortune. Yeah. So basically, Steph's idea, but actually logically and would work.
Yeah.
Fair play.
Danielle, thank you for your question. I think it's excellent. It tripped Steph up beautifully, which I loved. For me, I would probably go to the future because that just get me the hell out of where I am now. So, Kaylee, you're up.
Okay, Harry from Arizona says, have you considered doing a drunk show, so no filter?
No, I don't have a fucking filter.
I don't think everyone's got a filter, necessarily.
We have been asked to do that in the past, and if we end up doing a recording in a pub, you better believe that I'm going to be shit-faced. There you go. Steph, question.
Do you guys have... Oh, sorry. Lisa from Florida, USA. Do you guys have hairy chests? Kaylee, I'm assuming you don't. Lol.
She should not make that assumption. That's rude.
I'll just clarify now. No, I do not.
I would have loved it if you would. Just to clarify, yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
Just to clarify, a misassumption. I think we all have. Yes, I do. And Steph's a freaking gorilla. Don't
Yeah,
ask me
pretty
why.
much. I am very, very hairy person. Yeah.
He is. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Thanks for that question. I think it's me again, isn't it? Harriet from Greece asks, Stefan,
Hello.
I understand not everyone liked your hello there joke. I thought it was great and would welcome the opportunity to see your lightsaber anytime you want to show it to me. My question for everyone on the show is, what colour lightsaber would you have if you were in Star Wars, and why?
Number one, thank you for getting the joke and finding it funny. Number two, that went south very quickly.
Yeah.
Number three, I would have a purple lightsaber.
Okay. Kaylee, just pick a colour.
Green.
Yeah,
Ooh,
and
Jedi
that's actually
Master.
green for me as well. Yeah,
Nice.
Jedi Master. Kaylee, your question.
Oh, I didn't know that was the thing. See,
Yeah. You're a Jedi now.
Or a sparkly one. So Marcus from Fort Wayne, USA asks, I know you sell some merch, but any chance of doing a calendar for 2024? Now, depending on the type of calendar, what are we talking about here?
No, you know
Because-
your OnlyFans cosplay? I think that would sell the best. However,
Yeah.
It's already on there. It's up and live, ready to go.
yeah.
I don't know.
Oh my
yeah,
god, Sexy
that's-
Avengers is coming back again. Here we go. Yeah.
God, he had that idea like 2 years ago, and I've been trying to kill it, and now it's back again. No, the calendar has never been requested by anybody before. I don't think anyone would actually want that other than your good self. However, if enough people email in, enough people offer me enough money, I'll do anything, to be honest with you. So I have no shame.
I'm up
Stefan,
for a
your
calendar.
question.
Okay. Eliza from Poland asks, if you were single, describe your ideal first date. Followed by, Sam, I like your idea. Let's go do it.
We've had that question, a very similar one.
Yeah, we have. Thank you very much. That's very kind.
See above.
But there's a certain angel in my life who would kill me, so no. Moving on, that's my question now. And by the way, Kaylee, this question here is from Justin in Bristol, okay?
Oh dear.
Okay.
Stefan,
Oh crap.
hearing the way Sam talks and the way Kaylee speaks, is it hard to believe they're from the same place?
If you were to stop recording and hear them both talk, no, not at all.
Ah.
Once I've had a drink, I sound more like Sam than Sam.
I do love the fact that someone from Bristol asked that question. Okay, so Kaylee, you're up.
Heather from Swansea, she asks, for each of you, what is one change you would make to the MCU today if you could, and why?
One change.
Oh, easy for me.
Strange. Okay, you go.
They would have shown Captain America replacing all the stones.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good change. Kaylee, do you have one?
Do you know what? I don't think I'd change anything.
Oh, she's such a super fan. That's why she got the title.
Actually, no. Do you know what I would? I take it back. I take it back.
Go on. What would you change?
Werewolf by Night wouldn't have just been one episode.
Yeah.
I could have watched
Okay.
that
Fair play.
all day long.
Yeah, you did love that. One change for me would be, I'd like them to focus on back where they were on storytelling and not just throw content at everything.
Quality over
for
quantity.
me,
Yeah.
for me, like some of the show concepts are amazing, and I sit down and watch them, and I enjoy them. Please don't think that I've not enjoyed it, because I really have. But I always have this feeling like, I felt a little rushed, or, this could have done with a few more episodes, or why the hell the runtime last week was an hour and this week it's 12 minutes, you know? It just kind of feels like there's something weird going on with that, and that would be the one change. Try and drag it back to where it was. So there you go. I think this question's Steph now, or was that yours?
This is Kay's, I think, next, isn't it? Oh, no. Was that?
No,
No, it's mine.
no.
Okay.
Who? Yeah.
So, Gordon from Glasgow. If you could be in one TV/movie universe that you podcast about as yourself, which would it be
Yeah.
and why? Well, I can tell you
Oh,
safely now,
crap.
it would not be The Walking Dead, because I am a wimp.
I was going to say, it wouldn't be The Last of Us. There's no way
Definitely
I'd
not
survive
one.
that.
No.
I'd be dead in seconds. I'd say the Marvel one, but then just as me. I mean, that they got like superheroes dropping buildings on people left, right, and centre. I think it's a pretty dangerous place to live.
Yeah. And let's be honest, these
I don't
three
know.
people that podcast about what's happening in the MCU whilst living in the MCU doesn't sound as exciting
No,
as I think the question wants
no.
it to be. Sonny, I'm going to go for The Walking Dead then. Let's just see how long I live for.
All right, yeah, there's slow zombies in The Walking Dead. Kaylee, what about you?
What Marvel
I
show
would go. You know what? I would go for Miss Marvel purely because I could
Yeah.
go and have dinner at her house and the food looks
Yeah.
amazing.
Nice.
That's my answer. I'm going with Kaylee to Ms. Marvel's house, and her parents are amazing. I just sit and talk to them all the time.
Fair
Yeah.
play.
They're great. Okay, I'm up. Tim from Cirencester says, Kaylee, what size are your feet?
I'm size 6. If it's boots,
You
size
did
6
not,
but wide fit. There you go.
you did not have to answer that. Okay, Kaylee, your
Well,
question.
he might send me some shoes. Harrods website, size 6, done.
Fair play.
Fair play to you. Fair play.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, Kaylee, you're up. Your question.
Oh, okay. Abigail from Chester, UK, asks, what has been your favourite moment as a podcaster so far?
This one. I don't know. The Christmas show was a particular highlight because for the first time people were listening to us just chat and loved it, which I thought was kind of surreal. I think my personal highlight as a podcaster genuinely was we had a show with a few hundred people following, and I loved that, and it was great. And we had a show for one of the Star Wars shows called The Mandalorian get picked up by a lot of people. And all of a sudden we went from about 300 people listening to that to like 20,000 overnight. And then those people not only listened to the show that someone out there, oh, I still don't know who it was, said, oh, listen to this, it's good. They went back and listened to loads of other shows as well. And we kept that audience. And I think for the first time that kind of felt good. That was nice.
That was until
It
we
was
did
like
the Book of
a-
Boba Fett, and then they all left.
No, they didn't all leave. They just think you're an ass.
Oh, yeah.
And it's Boba Fett. Jackass. Steph, what about you?
Um,
Have you got a moment?
Walker Stalker convention, going there with the press pass, meeting a few
Yeah.
members of cast, meeting Jerry, who recorded a special
Yeah.
message for Sam. That was all. That was cool because it was like the first time that it kind of went from this is just a bit of fun, me chatting with a mate about stuff, to me walking up to people going, "Hey, I'm Steph from Stuff and Things podcast," and someone
Yeah.
actually came up to me and said, "You're Steph from Stuff and Things, aren't you?" And I was like, "Oh my
Yeah.
god."
Yeah, that is
That's
weird.
amazing. I love
Yeah.
that.
And Kaylee, have you had anything yet?
Do you know what? It's probably, for me, the best moment would have been when we were doing The Last of Us and actually getting to the point where I actually really started to enjoy a show that I never would have watched.
Yeah.
And I only watched it because of you guys.
doing that,
So
yeah.
You're welcome.
thank you very much for that.
You're welcome.
But at the same time, I hate you because it traumatized me.
You tell me that on a regular. I mean, you killed me twice during this Q&A.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I think that's Stefan. Your question now.
Chloe from New Zealand. Sam, do you want to come down under sometime with me? Please say I love you, Chloe, in your sexy accent on the show.
I'll say I like you, Chloe. You seem lovely. There you go.
Close enough. But would you like to go down under? I don't know if she means go down under in a sexual way or as in we'd like to travel.
She means visit and have a nice time playing dominoes, I'm sure. I love New Zealand. It's a beautiful country. Definitely one day. Question now is from Lucky Lucy, who's from our Discord.
Oh gosh.
And she's put in brackets, Sam, please don't read out my real full name as I'll be embarrassed. Okay. I won't. Okay, she says, many content creators and podcasters are not promoting content currently due to the strikes at SAG-AFTRA. What are your thoughts on this and what is your stance? Okay, so, yeah, a lot of people have done that. Now, the people who are doing that are people who are paid. We're not. So we stay independent. we've been asked by different studios at different times to talk about their shows, but at no point have we been remunerated. That's actually a decision that I made without telling either of these two, so they might be pissed at me now. Because if you do that, then you also have to then sign contracts, and if you don't like something, you have to say you do, which I'm not willing to do. So we will always give reviews. We'll happily talk about content, but if we're asked to watch something and then review it, we will be honest. I mean, I'm always fairly positive anyway, but
Yeah, we normally
that's
find
just the way
something.
that
Even if
is.
the show's not for us, we will try and find
Yeah.
something to talk about.
and often we will say that we just don't think this is aimed at us, because The Walking Dead World Beyond, for example, I know had a very core little audience to it. It didn't speak to us at all, which doesn't make it a necessarily bad show for everyone, but for us, it was abysmal.
Yeah.
So going back to my thoughts on the strikes, I think the studios need to pay people properly. The world's changed, and they need to change with it, because right now it's not good enough. That's my humble opinion. Do either of you two want to add anything to that?
I just hope it all gets sorted peacefully and respectfully as soon as possible for everyone involved.
Yep. Kaylee?
No, I agree. Get it sorted. Get your act together.
Okay. Kaylee, your question.
Tommy from London. He asks, have any of you ever stripped or flashed in public?
Yes.
Hello there.
There you go. Simple answer, and I'm not going to elaborate. Yes. Steph, yes or no?
Yep. Not fully.
Kaylee, yes or no?
Yep.
Don't. Yep. Kaylee, yes or no? And I know the answer to it, so you better not lie.
Yes.
There you go. Okay, Steph, your question.
I mean, for time wise, I'm not going to ask why, but there will be messages about this later. Barnaby
Nope.
from Hong Kong. What is your comfort food? Easy, lasagna.
Actually, that's mine too. Yeah, I love lasagna. Home cooked though.
Yeah.
Like I don't. Like
Mine
not
is
sort
slightly different. Mine is home cooked chicken lasagna.
Oh no! I think that's an abomination. I'm not talking to you anymore. Kaylee, what about you?
Well, you know me and my thoughts on food.
Yeah. My comfort food is food.
My comfort food is food. It's got to be cheese or roast potatoes or crisps.
Roast potato is a great show.
Yeah.
Okay, I think this is me. Deborah from Leeds in the UK says, Sam, what size shoes do you and Steph wear? And you know what they say about men with big feet?
Thank you.
They have
Someone finally asks about my feet. They have felt very
have-
neglected.
They have big socks. Steph, what size shoe do you wear?
I am somewhere between an 11 or a 12 male adult size, depending on the make.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
And I
I'm
really, really like the fat old skate shoes. I really like those. So if anyone wants to buy me some,
I'm gonna really embarrass myself now. I know there's the joke about shoe size, dick size, but what is the correlation? Do either of you know? Is it supposed to be like whatever your shoe size is? I have no idea what that is.
all I know is it's a lie because I've got size 12s. So
Yeah, well, I'm a size 10, Deborah, so I hope that serves you well. Kaylee, your question.
So this question is from Harry in Bristol.
Hello,
When
Harry.
you, so I think this is probably for me and you, Sam, more
Okay.
than Steph. When you take a bus,
Yeah.
when you get off said bus,
Yeah.
what do you say to the driver?
Okay, Steph, answer that first.
cheers, mate.
Cheers, drive.
Yeah, cheers, mate. I'm just kidding.
Kaylee?
I haven't been on a bus for a long time, but
Oh, wow, all right. Well, normally in my limousine service, I say thank you, Jeeves. Yes.
yeah, thanks, Juice. Yeah, cheers, drive. Cheers, drive.
Cheer-
Really, really, really
Yeah.
put the accent
Yeah.
on.
Cheers,
Because otherwise
drive.
I feel like I'm taking the
Yeah,
mic.
I think that's a Bristol thing to call the bus driver drive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it is.
Cheers, drive.
Cheers, drive.
Okay, Steph, your question.
Louise from Greenland asks, "What is a hidden talent / skill you have which people might not know about?"
I can piss people off and not even realise it. And I've somehow perfected it in my old age. Special skill. God, I feel really bad. I don't know.
Mine's a silly one. I have a lazy eye on my left eye. It's a lazy eye.
Yeah.
But from the age of 18 to about 23, I spent so long training myself to get the lazy eye to not be lazy anymore that I can now fully control my lazy eye, and I can just make one eye drift
That's
off and come back.
awesome.
It's hilarious when I used to do a door-to-door sales job, and I would, if someone was annoying me, I'd start letting my eye drift so it looks like I'm looking over their shoulder. So many times people would turn around to try and look at what I'm looking at and then realise I had a lazy eye.
Freak me out. If you did that like on Halloween or something and pretend to be possessed, I'd probably just deck you. That'd freak me out.
Yeah, I
okay, Kaylee, do you have a special hidden talent that you can say on a podcast?
Wow, yeah. Let's keep it PG. I can.
This one time
I
with a
can
ping pong
go-
ball and a Coke can. Yeah.
Oh no, shut up! No, there's always that. Right, I draw the line. Stop running past. The line is a dot to you right now. You sit in the corner. Sit in the corner again,
Sorry.
Kaylee. Ignoring him. Please answer the question.
I can go from looking like a troll to somewhat human in about 7 minutes. That's probably my secret talent.
Right, I know from my age I shouldn't be, but I see stuff on TikTok quite a lot, and there was a trend once, and the audio was, if the men learn we can shapeshift, they're going to tell the leaders or something like that. And the trend was literally women going, before makeup, after makeup.
Yep.
And I was just, and this whole trend, I'd see it all the time and just be like, Jesus.
I'll tell
This
you
is
what my true
witchcraft.
secret talent is.
Okay, go on.
Is I can do 5 shots of tequila without using my hands. There you go.
Okay. I'm really,
So you line up the shot glasses and I
Yeah.
can drink them just off the table.
oh, like picking them up in your mouth.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, okay.
No, I'm not even making those jokes. All right, Sam, on to you.
No. Yeah, I mean, Katie just saying how well she can swallow live on the podcast was quite interesting. For me, I
It was
really
the
don't
dirty
know.
laugh that followed it that just made that comment.
She knew. She lined it up for me. She did it on purpose. I don't know. I used to have loads of stupid things. I'll tell you the one thing that was ridiculous is I dislocated my shoulder playing rugby when I was about 12. And then for my entire teenage years, I would dislocate it at house parties as a party trick for people. And I now suffer so much because of that. But people used to love that. They used to think it was hilarious. I don't know why. I think it was just because they all knew I'd be in pain. I don't know. But yeah, so there you go. That's something stupid. I'm lost again. Who's
It's
questioning?
you
it?
next.
Hooray. Okay, Frankie from New Orleans. Hello, USA. What is your favourite Disney animated movie?
Hercules.
I know
Easy.
mine. Is yours Hercules?
Hercules.
Oh, wow, so it's mine. I didn't know that. High fives.
High fives.
Okay, Kaylee.
Little Mermaid.
The original?
Yes.
Good. Okay, Kaylee, your question.
Kevin from Portsmouth, UK asks, beside watching TV and films and podcasting, what other hobbies do you have?
I like watching sports. I like to write. There you go. That's me. Steph?
I have just literally last week retired from playing football after Sam telling me for the last 7 years to retire and my wife telling me for the last 4 years to retire. So I have just taken up paddleboarding. That is going to be my go-to hobby from now on.
Does look fun. Kaylee, what about you?
Just boring standard stuff, reading and cooking. I'm quite a good cook, just saying.
Wow, she's really advertising herself with the last 2 questions. Have you noticed that? Steph, your question.
Okay, this one is from Lawrence from Coventry in the UK.
Yep.
Do you feel your podcast discusses LGBTQ plus rights and views enough in the shows and movies you watch and review?
Yes.
Yeah. I like
Let me.
to kind of
No, you shut up. Let me take this because I know what you're like.
Okay.
So yeah, let me just say this. Yes, I do, and the reason why I say yes, we do, is because we have only got our own perspectives. I'm a straight white man in my 30s. He's a straight white man in his 30s. I'm 40. Sorry, I was trying to de-age myself,
all.
my showbiz age. and Kaylee is a straight white woman in her 50s. And between us, our perspective is that. And so when we talk about these subjects, we of course can have an opinion, and we talk about it, and we talk about inclusivity, and I think that's a good thing. But our perspective will always be from our gaze. So we keep to that, and we don't try and talk about something we don't know enough about. So if you feel that's underrepresented on the show, then drop me a message and I'll gladly talk to you about it. Do I think we need to do more? I personally don't, but I'm happy to discuss it with you. So there you go.
Good answer. Sam, your question.
Denna from Cheltenham. I only ever knew one Denna in my life. She had a very unfortunate nickname. But Denna from Cheltenham says, what is your go-to karaoke song to everybody? Kaylee, I'll start with you. What's your go-to karaoke song?
Don't Stop Me Now by Queen.
I've actually heard you do that. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Steph?
I have two.
Yeah.
Paramore, Misery Business. And
Oh, wow. Okay.
I
What, for
write-
karaoke?
yeah, I Write
Okay.
Sins Not Tragedies by Panic at the Disco.
Okay, I also have two. The theme from Rawhide by the Blues Brothers. Rolling, rolling, rolling,
Rawhide,
get them,
yeah.
like that. And also Barbie Girl by Aqua,
Legend. Yep.
where I sing the part of Barbie. Okay, so that question is now Kaylee.
Paula from the Isle of Wight asks, you all seem to enjoy the Marvel shows in general, but the popularity of the MCU right now seems to be at its lowest. Why do you think that is?
Okay, yeah, I can answer that one for me. I think, unfortunately, Kevin Feige stepped away for a little bit to pursue other bits and pieces that he was asked to help on, and the MCU went from quality over quantity to quantity over quality, and I think they just missed out on a bit of what made it so good originally, the details and bits like that, and I'm hoping it's now going to start with Feige coming back to where it was.
Okay, Kaylee, do you have thoughts on that?
I do. I think the only reason that it's losing popularity is because when something is good, people like to be different and they like to have something to moan about, and they just want to be cool and be like, oh, you like that, I don't anymore. Blah, blah, blah. And that's all I think it is. Build people up or build something up and then rip it down because it's not cool anymore.
Yeah, so, die the hero, live long enough to become the villain.
Yeah.
And the MCU's lived long enough. Okay, who's up next?
Steph.
That's me. Yeah. So, Julie from Edinburgh. This is a fantastic question. You'll understand why. What was your favourite subject at school? If you can remember that far back, Sam.
Fuck off. Who said that?
Julie from Edinburgh.
Okay, so thank you, Julie. My favourite subject at school
We all
was
make
dinosaur evasion.
That's amazing.
So basically, we would learn how the T-Rex hunts, and their vision's based on movement. So that class was very essential for me to get through my school day. All joking aside, it was history, ironically. Kaylee, what about you?
Well, it might come as a bit of a shock,
Yeah,
but my favourite subject at school was drama.
no, not shocked. Steph?
Mine was drama and theatre studies. I
Yeah.
was meant to be an
Yeah,
actor,
okay.
but didn't have the money to go to university properly, so didn't go.
Jerome in Worcester, UK asks, Godfather Part 1, 2 or 3?
Controversial here. Are you ready for this?
Go on.
Never seen them.
You've never seen The Godfather? Wow, okay. So, Kaylee, what about you?
Well, I'm glad Steph went first because I've never seen them either.
Oh my god. Okay, for me, Godfather Part 1 is the original and I think is the best.
No, that was nice of you.
Kaylee, your question.
Pauline from Georgia, USA asks, what is your favourite genre of music?
Truthfully, I don't have one. I listen to everything and anything, but I get sick if I listen to the same thing too much. So I like some dance songs, but I couldn't listen to dance songs non-stop. I like some pop, but I couldn't listen to it non-stop. So my playlist has got to be the most eclectic thing you'll ever hear. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, so
Steph?
when I'm doing the washing up or I'm in the kitchen cooking, I listen to jazz and blues. However, when I'm going to football, I'll listen to rock and metal when I'm playing football, or I don't know. Or sometimes I quite like some rap music. I'm a big fan of Jay-Z. So yeah, I'm pretty much all over the bloody place.
And Kaylee?
Yeah, same. It's mood music for me.
Yeah.
Next year I'm going to see the Foo Fighters, watch Hamilton and Taylor Swift. So
Yeah,
there
Oh,
you go.
Tay
my daughter
Tay.
still. Yeah, you're not going to see the Foo Fighters. I had to tell my daughter you couldn't get tickets because if she finds out you were going and you couldn't get her one, she'll kill me.
Oh,
so if she's listening, no, she's not. She's not going.
I'm not
It
going.
was a joke.
And who are you going to see
Yeah,
Taylor
really.
Swift with? And is there a chance they may be ill on that day?
I love Taylor Swift. I think she's brilliant.
I was meant to go to a
Okay.
1975 concert and I couldn't make it because the baby was ill. And Taylor Swift came out as a guest appearance and did 3 songs. I was fuming.
You should be. It's your
It
question.
is mine. Oh, this is a fantastic question. Jessica from the Texas, USA. Sam.
No.
Can you say, "Hey Jess, are you being a good girl for me today"?
Oh, for fuck's sake. No. Okay. What have I got to say?
Hey Jess, are you being a good girl today for me?
Hey Jess, are you being a good girl today for me?
And she probably just really enjoyed that. There we go. Your question, Sam.
So weird. Louise from Portugal asks, Kaylee, you have mentioned a few characters in TV shows give you the ick. What is something in real life that gives you the ick?
Oh, people who touch me or having to touch other people.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's your poor
Yeah,
husband.
yeah, strangers, like it's like a person who doesn't know you that wants to hug you.
Oh, see, I'm terrible.
Yeah.
I'm a hugger.
Yeah,
Well, no, see, I'm a hugger, but you know that's fine. That's a greeting. But if you're just going to come up and like touch my head, ew, no, go away.
Oh, fair enough.
No,
people do that.
yeah.
Ugh.
Can we also
Gross.
I
point
think people
out,
do that with you, probably not me.
now, we definitely need to make in our merchandising stuff, "It just gives me the ick" as a t-shirt. I think that'd be a great seller.
All right, we'll look into that. If anyone's interested in a T-shirt that says that gives me the ick, let me know.
Yeah.
Kaylee, your question.
Brent from Green Bay, USA. Oh, it's controversial. If you were to pick a superpower for your co-hosts, what would it be and why?
I saw this one. I know this. Steph invisibility, so I can just shut him up for a bit.
And you'll still be able to hear me, just won't be able to see me.
Oh yeah, damn it! Oh, there's no good answer to this. Pick a superpower for other people. That's funny because that's a reversal. Normally it's like, what superpower would you have? Okay, Steph, I would give you.
You don't give me invisibility, because
Yeah.
that'll get me in so much trouble.
I give you the ability to see through walls like Superman, so you could perv on all the women you like because we know
Thank
like.
you.
You're welcome. Kaylee, I would give you the ability to... Oh, let me think. I'd give you the ability to fly, because I get the impression that with the fact that you hate being late so much, the ability to just go, do you know what, I need to be over there, boom, and be there. I think that would serve you well.
Nice.
There you go.
Thanks.
See, that was quite nice.
That was good. See, I went the same sort of thing with Kaylee. It would have been like super speed. So
Yeah.
she was never late. And Sam, I would give you the ability to make other people only speak the truth.
Oof, no, I don't know if I'd like that. Could you imagine? No one could lie to you.
No,
Hey,
you
do
can
like my
choose. You have the
tie?
ability. So it's like if someone's talking to you about something,
Oh,
you can
okay.
just like click your fingers
Yeah.
and everything they say will be the truth.
Yeah, that could be really painful in the bedroom, but yeah, okay, I
Yeah,
like
just
that.
never click.
Kaylee, what about you? Yeah, never.
I would give Stefan the ability to have no breakable bones, so he stays at the hospital.
Smart.
See, that could
And
be really
I
good.
would give Sam,
Yeah.
yeah, and I would give Sam the ability to sleep whenever he felt like it.
Thank you.
That's
That's
sweet.
incredibly kind. Sleep.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
Whilst I appreciate the super speed and the flying, I'm surprised neither of you picked the ability to eat and not get fat. That'd be amazing.
Yeah. well, yes, yeah. To be honest with you, the super speed would burn that off. You know, you'd
Yeah.
be fine. Okay, that was Kaylee's question, so it must be
Yeah,
Steph.
Natasha from Nottingham. The MCU has introduced the what if scenario with the Watcher. If the Watcher was watching you for 24 hours and narrating you, what would be a highlight or a low light?
They would all be lowlights, and it would just be a face palm. The Watcher wouldn't say anything. He'd just be have his head in his hands, disappointed in me. Kaylee, what about you?
It would probably be something along the lines of, fuck's sake, why's she done that now?
Nice. Steph.
Yeah, I really don't like the idea of someone watching me for a full 24 hours.
So I'll answer for Steph. The Watcher would be, oh, that guy touches himself a lot.
Yeah, my God.
Good God, man, how are you not blind? Okay, and we're leaving that there. So it's my question. Bob from Weymouth says, Kaylee, do you prefer being in charge or being told what to do?
What do you think?
Being in charge.
My friends call me Monica
Yep.
because I'm bossy, but I'm organised and efficient.
Kaylee, your question, because you're organised and efficient. Be ready.
Okay, so again, very easy. Mercedes from Las Vegas says, boxes or briefs?
Boxers.
Boxers.
Kaylee?
What? I don't wear either, so none.
Wow, no underwear for Kaylee. Steph, you're up.
Shelley.
There's another
I
soundbite.
know. Shelley from Bedford. Would any... Oh, this is the fun question because I have a story for this. Would any of you consider going on Love Island / Big Brother type of show?
No, not in a million years for me. Kaylee?
Maybe 20 years ago, not today.
Yeah. Steph, make it fast.
So I was on a TV show called World's Strictest Parents. I went to Ghana, season 1. That's me, purple-haired young lad with braces. And also I have been on The Only Way is Essex as an extra. And Big Brother itself, when it first went over to Channel 5, I got all the way to the producers in the audition stage. So yes, I would.
Wow. I'm kind of glad that didn't happen. I don't think we'd had the same relationship.
I think I would have won it because I was the only bugger in there not trying to play some weird mind game with everyone. It was weird.
Everyone says
It
that.
was bloody weird. I tell you, the people you meet in those audition rooms, my gosh.
Right, I think it's
Yep.
me. Melina from San Diego, California, USA says, have any of you ever had a same-sex dalliance? Yes or no?
Same sex what?
Dalliance. I think that means done anything with a member of the same sex. Sexually, I'm guessing. No from me.
Yeah, it's a no from me, I'm afraid. And
Although I did give one of my mates a love bite to get him in trouble with his girlfriend once, because she wouldn't believe it was me. You expect me to believe your mate did that to you? Yeah, I did. Anyway, that was funny at the time. Kaylee, yes or no?
Well, I don't know if it counts, but we used to play Pass the Ice Cube quite a lot in college for drunk games.
it only
Yeah.
counts if the ice cube had melted.
It only counts if the ice cube left and you were still passing something. Yeah. Kaylee, your question.
Xavier from New York, USA asks, Sam,
Yeah.
do you have a message for your gay listeners who enjoy your voice as much as your female fans?
Now, this actually surprises me because between us, we all know that Sam actually is gay, and the fact he doesn't get more gay
Yeah.
mail, it really surprises me.
It is actually. It is quite disappointing. Xavier, thank you very much. You're too kind to me. I'm embarrassed, but thank you very much. And I personally think I sound like a farmer and a pirate had a love child, and that's me. So I don't hear it myself, but thank you. I'll take the compliment. You're very kind to me. Steph, your question.
Mine is Mike from Newport. If you were suddenly put in charge of the UK government, what is the first change you would make and why?
Wage war with France. We haven't had one in years. It's overdue. Kaylee.
I, I, I don't know. I really don't.
Okay, my sensible answer is I'd actually cut fuel duty to stop inflation. There you go.
Well,
Being
that doesn't
sensible.
affect me because I've got an electric car, so I
No,
don't care about that.
no, but it would impact. It would impact haulage firms, which would impact the cost of food, which impacts the cost of living crisis. So there you go. I was being sensible then.
Mine's really simple.
That's my economics background coming in handy.
Mine's really simple. I'd pay the NHS what they deserve.
Well, we're bankrupt then.
Well, yeah.
Because they deserve all the money in the world.
Yep.
Okay, Kaylee, have you got one, or do you want to move on?
Oh no, it's
No, you've done the sensible ones.
Yeah, I did a stupid one and a sensible one, so between us we've hit our quota.
nice.
Remove the cheese tax. There you go.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah.
Okay, whose question is
You,
it now?
Sam.
Me? Jacqueline from Jacksonville, USA. Wow, Jacqueline from Jacksonville. Top or bottom, rider or ridey? God,
I am bottom. I'm lazy as fuck.
I thought I deleted that. Depends on the mood. Kaylee?
Depends how drunk I am.
There you go. Yeah, because she'd fall off. Your question, Kaylee.
Oh dear. Leah from Santa Fe, Texas, USA asks, if you could be one character from Marvel and one from DC, which would you choose and why?
Oh, shit.
Similar. We had this. I'd still be Spider-Man from Marvel.
Yeah.
And DC, I would be Wonder Woman's boyfriend.
I guess that's a good answer. Kaylee?
Well, if I'm
Marvel. Yeah.
going for the thirsty answer for DC, I'd be Mirror. But if I'm going for an
Damn.
actual answer, it would be Raven from Teen Titans because she's so cool.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm probably boring for DC. I'd say Batman. I always like Batman. And for Marvel, I'll stick with Thor. Okay. Steph, I think you're up.
Tyrese from Little Rock, USA. If you could get your partner to dress up and roleplay as a character from TV/film in the bedroom, who would it be? Well, Scarlet Witch. That was easy. Next.
Yeah.
Although
Does it
Black
have to be
Widow.
from Marvel or
No,
anything?
it just says TV or film.
Princess Leia gold bikini because I'm old. Go
Nice.
on. Kaylee?
Oh, it's got to be Aquaman, isn't it?
I'm hoping you mean the film version and not the yellow suit spandex weirdo from the cartoon.
I'm talking Jason Momoa.
Yeah, there we go. My question then. Lucas from Kidderminster, UK asks, do you prefer draft, canned, or bottled soft drinks? Bottled for me.
So
Yeah.
this is a problem for me. Because Mountain
Yeah.
Dew is like my favourite soft drink ever. But the bottled
Yeah.
stuff in England tastes completely different, and the draft stuff in America is the best thing I've ever tasted. So,
Okay, Kaylee, your question?
Michelle from Kansas, USA asks, you are all parents, so tell us one time your kid said something embarrassing. My toddler recently ran into a room to tell a group of people that his poo was shaped like his dog's leg.
That's very
that's
typical.
fantastic.
I don't know if I can say this. My daughter once came to me and said when she grows up she wants to be a slag. And I was shocked as I would, and I said, what? She went, yeah, when I grow up I really want to be a slag. And I kept pushing, is like, where the hell has my daughter heard this? Why does she think this is a good idea? And she says, and then I'll sliver around on my belly all day and be slimy. I said, you want to be a slug? A slug? She went, yes, a slug.
Oh, that's
So there you go.
okay. So
Yeah.
mine then. Yeah, best one I had. Quick story for you. We went to Florida for our honeymoon. Took the kids, but we also took our parent-in-laws. My parent-in-law, my mother and father-in-law, as it was my father-in-law's birthday, his 60th. Whilst we were out there, we went into an IHOP, and my little stepboy loved telling absolutely everyone for the entire first week that it's his granddad's birthday. So everywhere we went, people came out with the cake and the singing and embarrassed the crap out of him. They did this in an IHOP at breakfast, but unfortunately the girls at the table had just got up and gone to the bathroom, which left me, the little boy, and my father-in-law at the table. They came out, they sang happy birthday, they gave him a pancake with a candle in it. It was great. They all came back to the table, and little Fletcher, he sat there and he went, "Oh, you missed it. They came out and they sang happy birthday." And my wife went, "Who did?" And he went, "Oh, everyone. The waiters, the hookers, everyone came out." No, Fletcher, cookers. You mean chefs, not hookers, chefs.
Brilliant. Kaylee?
Well, I hope this doesn't offend anyone, but we had a guy knock on the door once selling windows or something, like they do in the UK, door-to-door sellers. And Hudson must have been 18 months, 2 years. I just started talking, walking, toddling around. And I opened the door and he went, "Oh, it's Nick Fury." Because the guy was black, and every black guy that he saw was Nick Fury.
Amazing.
It was the cutest thing, and the guy was brilliant, and he was like, "Yep, I've lost my eye patch," and he walked off.
A legend.
Brilliant.
Steph, I think it's your question.
Kylie from Atlanta. Kaylee. Based purely on the pictures on the website for Sam and Stefan, would you smash or pass? I'd smash both, for your information. Well, thank you, Kylie. I'm flattered.
Yeah, thanks, Kylie.
Well, I can't, no, I'm not going to smash either of you.
I think, thank you. I mean, you threatened to kill me twice today.
Yeah,
so
I'm
just
thankful and offended at the
smashing
same
me
time.
is kind of a nice,
So, yeah.
No, it'd be like smashing your brother. No.
Yeah, but fine to kill your brother. Anyway, moving on. So that was your
Yes,
question.
you.
Okay, so my final question. Robert from Leicestershire, UK asks, if the three of you were recording a podcast together in a studio and a new outbreak starts, meaning that there's an instant lockdown and you are trapped living together, just the three of you, do you think you would get along? Who would snap first? By the way, I love the show idea and I really enjoy listening to all three of you. You're fun, informative, without being condescending to your listeners.
Oh,
Thanks, Rob.
you.
Yeah, and for all those other people, condescending means anyway. Yeah. Do I think we'd get along okay? Yeah, I actually do. I think we'd have enough to talk about.
Kaylee would blatantly be the first to snap, though.
And I think Kaylee would snap first without a shadow of a doubt.
I do. I don't have the patience for anyone.
Yep. No, absolutely. Kaylee, I think this should be your final question.
It is my final question, and this is from Dan in London, and he asks, what is the one thing that you've done when under the influence that you don't really remember or you barely remember, but you wish you could witness because it sounded hilarious?
I don't know if I can tell that. Steph, you go first.
I'm really boring. I have never had one of these. Oh, actually, no, that's a lie. No, I have. Yeah, there's one. Okay, so I went to a house party and got very, very drunk. I walked back home. My stepdad was getting up ready for work, and I lived in like an annex in the garden. I knocked on the back window to tell him I was home, and walked down to my annex and went to bed. However, actually, it turned out in my drunken state, I had knocked on the back window and told him I was home, then walked back out the garden onto the golf course that we lived next to, fell asleep at the top of a bunker, woke up in the morning wondering why I was wet down one side, rolled over, rolled down the entire bunker, and then ended up trudging home covered in sand where it stuck to me from the dew of the morning.
That's pretty epic. Kaylee?
Oh, I don't know. I'm pretty good at remembering stuff. I don't black out quite that often. I know my limits. There's been far too many embarrassing incidents for me to even...
Well, I'll do mine quickly then, because I know we're running out of time. Mine, the one, I don't remember this at all, but me and a friend of mine went out one night, the two of us, and our girlfriends at the time were in a house waiting for us to get back. When we got back, we were completely naked, and the girls obviously asked us where our clothes were, and we said we'd hidden them whilst giggling. I still to this day have no idea where my clothes are.
Fantastic.
Okay, whose question? Steph, it
So
must be
the
the last
last
question of the
question.
show.
Paris from Bakersfield, USA has finished us on a question which says, name one food y'all would never share.
Sunday roast.
And Kaylee, just food.
Keep
by
your
the sounds
hands
of it.
off. Yeah. Kaylee, just all food.
Yeah, I don't share my food.
Joey doesn't share food.
And for me, I'm married, so that's unfortunately not an option anymore.
So that is it. That is the complete Q&A. I want to say a massive, massive thank you to everybody who sent their messages in. We really appreciate it. We have had a lot of fun with this. It's been absolutely mad. I can't believe how many questions we had. It's insane to me. So thank you. Stefan, do you just want to say anything to everyone before we go?
Thank you, everyone, for your questions. We do genuinely love doing this podcast. I know I do personally. I love chatting to you guys on the Discord and everything else. Everyone that gets in touch, thank you very much. Shows like this would not happen without you guys. And I realise I've painted a very bad sexual picture of myself in this podcast. And would like to say everything is a joke. I'm actually like a stallion with the stamina of a blue whale. Okay, it's fine.
What? So you should have just stopped where you were. That again, it was that step too far. Kaylee, would you like to say anything to everyone?
Yeah, do you know what? I love these shows. They're so much fun, and I love to have the interaction with everyone. So this should be an annual thing, but
Okay. Maybe.
let's do it again sometime.
Yeah, so massive thank you to everybody. We will be back very soon. Our existing shows are continuing. This is a special, so you will still hear us talk about Ahsoka for Star Wars. The Daryl Dixon Walking Dead show is coming up as well. Loki Season 2, where Kaylee will be joining us again, the Marvel Superfan. That's coming up fast. So keep an eye on all our socials where you'll find everything. Check out the podcast description, which will tell you where to find the Discord and everything else. I hope you all look after each other, stay well. I hope you've had fun with this. Please do get in touch. Let us know what you think about any of the answers. You all take care. We'll be back very, very soon.
Thank you for listening to the Stuff and Things podcast. We hope you enjoyed the show. You can find us on Facebook or online. Simply search the Stuff and Things podcast to join in our conversation every week.